Certainly we cannot ignore the joyous season of Christmas. I know that all of you are familiar with Christmas, the hanging of the stocking and all of those wonderful things. And sometimes in our greed of enjoying ourselves, we overlook those who are less fortunate. Consider the people who live on the fashionable side of New York. These rich people do not have it as nice as you and I. So let me read you the poem that I have written called The Night Before Christmas on New York's Fashionable East Side by Percy Dovetonsils. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the duplex, just a valet with pressing, a Glen plaid with blue checks. The nylons were hung by the chimney with care, COD from Duluth, the bill was a bear. The boys home from prep school all snug in their beds, while visions of Maryland danced in their heads. And Mater in her Bergdorf, and I in my Saks, lay in Louis XIV, whose first name was Max. When up in the penthouse there arose such a clatter, I summoned the butler to see what was the matter. He ran through the room in a 40-yard sprint, pulled up the Venetians and leaned out to squint. The moon on the sidewalks of chic Sutton Place gave the color of liver to the old doorman's face. When what to my wondering eyes did appear but a Mercedes-Benz pulling up in high gear. With the cute little driver so lively and quick, I knew 'twas the chauffeur of jolly St. Nick. More rapid than jaguars, his convertible came, and he whistled and shouted and called it by name. Now stupid, now junk heap, now bucket of bolts. Look out for those taxis, those drivers are dolts. Look out for the porch, look out for the wall. Whatever you do, my goodness, don't stall. As pedestrians before taxis and buses do fly, he hit a poor cop and knocked him sky high. So up to the duplex the convertible flew, with a trunk full of toys, and St. Nicholas too. And then in a twinkling, like a fast-driving heiress, he slammed on the brakes and crashed on the terrace. As I drew on my Hamburg and was turning around, down the fake fireplace Santa came with a bound. He was dressed all in cashmere from his head to his foot. Abercrombie and Fitch was stamped on each boot. He had a Hathaway shirt and was looking quite duty as he took genteel puffs on a Meerschaum K. Woody. He wore a Kavanaugh hat and bright argyle socks, and the fur on his suit was ermine, not fox. His beard was white mink, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed at his spats in spite of myself. But a look at his tie, all shantung and all red, and I wished that I stayed back snug in my bed. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and drove the caterer from Sardi's fairly berserk. He ate like a demon as he trimmed up the tree, pheasant, hors d'oeuvres, and lobster gélie. Into a fine linen hanky he blew on his nose, sucked in his tummy as up the chimney he rose. His chauffeur was snoring, a lovely young dame. She woke with a snort when he called her by name. Come, Gina Bambina, it's time for linguine, but first to the Stork Club for a real dry martini. He saw me and hollered ere he whizzed out of sight, I'll bill you next month for my labor tonight. And that's my Christmas poem by Percy Dovetonsils.